channel. So this is going to be your official endgame guide, in which you might be saying, well, you're not endgame. Technically I am, so you can go fuck yourself. But, yeah, this is going to be your official endgame guide, and this hive might look a little bad, but trust me, it's insane. Which you might be wondering, why do you only have 10 billion honey then? It's because I spent it all on royal jellies and treats, to level up my vicious bee in that. But, so yeah, right into it. So, we're gonna start off with the first thing you need to do, and which is level up your hive. Most people, stay with like a level 9 or 10 hive, up until like Diamond Mask or, stuff like that. And so, having a high enough level hive where you can kill Coco Crab and your Tunnel Bear in a few minutes is always helpful and always really good. So that's what you want to do. Another thing, kill your bosses. Like kill your Tunnel Bear every day, kill your Coco Crab every day. It's definitely worth. You get a lot of resources. It's definitely heavily worth it. There's no reason not to, and there's really, there's really no reason. Now, the hive you should go. You should stay mixed, okay? Up until SS or early Diamond Star, if you want. I would say going blue or red are the best. I would definitely say blue is what I recommend. But obviously people have their preferences. People have what they want to do, what they want their accounts to be like. So, I would recommend blue for honey making early game. Definitely one of the best early game hives, if not, I would say the second best hive in the game, under white. But you might be saying, well, if white's so good, why don't I go at early game? Well, it's really expensive, and it's kind of hard to do, and so there's no really reason to go white early game. Other than if that's the only hive you want, or that's what your account, is meant for, then I don't care. You do you. You can always do that. But blue is definitely the best for honey making. I know you might be wondering, why do you make no honey right now? Because I'm not in a blue field, so I'm only making 500,000 a second. But you're mostly going to make all your money in that, or honey, off of balloons. And so that's one thing. This field is terrible, I can't lie. Coco is just bad for me. But yeah, you make all your honey pretty much off your balloon convert and, your gifted buoyants. And so having a lot of buoyants and having a lot of tadpoles is really helpful. And now you might be wondering, okay, now how do I go blue hive? Now I'll link the Discord in the bio. If you already don't have Natro 2, that's always good to be in their Discord for updates and, stuff like that. And so it's always really helpful, but you want to kind of progress, your progression. If you're already endgame, then good. You probably know your progression, because the last thing for you to get is your endgame tool and your endgame boots, like gummy boots, or if you're like me and got Coco Clogs, or if you need your last spirit petal still because you haven't been doing that. Yes, those are all good to do. But your progression, if you're not endgame yet, should go a little something like this. You should first of all, I'm gonna start from mid game to end game, okay, and then end game to end game. Okay, let's go. So you're probably gonna at this time have Porta Hive, Porcelain Bag, no guards. First, you want to get Petal Belt. Is definitely better than Petal Wand, but I would not say that it's the best thing ever. Is it gonna help you a little? Is it the most helpful item? No. So it doesn't matter. It's kind of on preference. I would recommend Petal Belt though for faster progression. If you actually want to play the game and all that, yes, I would recommend the Petal Wand if you can't hold yourself over. I was like that, and I literally got all this stuff like a week after. So it's definitely worth getting. It's definitely okay, slow progressing. But for fast progression, yes, get Petal Belt first. Now, you're going to be wondering, okay, what's my next item? I'll tell you. Your next item should be, if you got Petal Belt or your Petal Wand, your Endgame Mask. Endgame Mask should always be Diamond or Demon, okay? And I would recommend going blue, as I said, because Diamond Mask is a lot easier to get. Now, if you save your Diamond eggs up, it's really easy. I did not, and it was kind of hard to get, but it doesn't matter. It still takes a long enough time. You know, it's whatever. We make mistakes, okay? So, yeah, Diamond Mask or Demon Mask, or if you're going white, once again, Gummy Mask, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. So, now, you got your endgame mask. Now what? You should try and be going for your second Spirit Petal. You should probably be on your 15th, 16th quest. Doesn't take too long. Okay. Now, you're gonna want to get Cocoa Bag or Cocoa Clogs. I got Cocoa Clogs first. I would recommend going Cocoa Bag, or my bad, not Cocoa Bag. Cocoa Bag first. Cocoa Clogs aren't amazing, and the speed on them is bad, but the pollen is really good, I can't lie, and it's really helpful. So it's whichever one you want. Preference-wise, I would probably say Cocoa Clogs, but progression-wise, you should probably go Cocoa Bag. Okay, now you might be wondering, what's my next item? Your next Spirit Petal item, your next Spirit Petal should be used on Petal Wand or Petal Belt, whichever one you didn't get the first time. Correcto. Now, don't donate it like people say. I don't know why people say that. It's still just a joke, and don't follow it, because I know most of you guys are probably watching this with Porcelain Dipper, wondering how. So, yes, get your next Spirit Petal item, or Spirit Petal, yes, blah, 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 yes. Now, your third one, yes, should be used to donate to Wind Shrine for Windy Bee. Now, am I going to recommend you focusing on Windy Bee ever? Probably not unless you're white. It's not that amazing for blue, I will say that, but you know, it's still a good bee to have. So fun. So, what should your first event be gifted? Okay, you might be wondering this because you probably got your star treat either from Mother Bear, you know, or Star Journey, or you know, if you're weird and you did all of Panda Bear's quest, you do you. Your first star treat should be either used on Tabby Bee. Your second one should be used on Photon Bee. Your third one should be used on Festive Bee. And then after that, the gifting order goes Cobalt Bee if you're a blue hive. I don't know what Crimson Bee does, so I'm not going to say Crimson Bee because Crimson Bee is kind of ass, I can't lie. Cobalt Bee is for instant conversion though, and you might be wondering how's that good. If you're overfilling as a blue hive, you want to stay in the field longer. Instant conversion is always very helpful for overfilling. So, yeah, Cobalt Bee can help you a lot there, and also Buoyant Bees, but you guys probably don't have enough Royal Jellies to gamble here to get enough Buoyant Bees that you need, or Tadpole Bees for underfilling. So, now, what's the macro looking like? Macro, you should always have nectars on, but I mean, it's always good to have them on. If you can't because your planters don't work or something like that, or you don't have enough planters, it's always okay. They're not going to make a huge difference, but they do definitely make a big difference within your honey. For sure, they always do. Nectars are really good. Now, what nectars you should have on? Macro settings are very preferable to the hive, and I would say if you want, you can join my Discord. I'll link it. We have macro server, and we give you all the macro settings and all the hive comps and all the hive colors, and it's all in like a Google Doc, and it's all good. I used it. It definitely works. Now, what should your hive be looking like? You want, as an endgame hive, 18 Buoyant Bees and 10 Tadpole Bees. Your event bees, 1 gifted Frosty, 1 gifted Bucko, 1 gifted Cool, 1 gifted, I don't remember the other bees, but you can look it up. And now you also want gifted Puppy Bee. And now what a lot of people don't talk about is when you should get it. People just say it's really good for leveling up your hive. Now, I will say when you should get it matters on when you're actually like get all your stuff and what level you're at. You should be around level 12 when you get all your endgame gear. Level 13. My friend was level 15 because he bought Puppy Bee early, and so I would recommend buying Puppy Bee gifted around level 16 and having in your hive around level 16, but that's all preferable, and that's not always what people do, so you do you. Once again, I'm going to say that a lot. But I would recommend getting Puppy Bee around level 16 gifted, okay? To get it to up your hive up to level 21 gifted, if that's what you're doing. Now, how much honey will it save you in the long run? A lot. Now, should you buy it at level 13? No, I'm not saying that. But it does save you a lot of honey then and gives you time to get other stuff like royal jellies. So it's always worth it. I would recommend it around level 16 to 14 at minimum and max. But your max level you should have Puppy Bee in your hive too is always 30. Because hive levels I'm pretty sure go up to 30 only now. But yeah. And now, what hive should you be going? Blue and endgame, it doesn't really matter as long as you have enough honey to switch to what hive, but I would always recommend going blue early to early endgame to mid game. Always the best hive to go. And now, what's Cocoa Gear looking like now? Okay, you got your first Cocoa Gear. Now, your second one should be the one that you didn't get, obviously, but what is Cocoa Bell for? Cocoa Bell's for end game players that are insane at the game and really have no life, because how are you supposed to get 1,500 drops per chance? Now, I mean, there's not a whole lot you do now. You already have all your bees gifted that you need, but now you're wondering, okay, so what hive is your favorite? What do you recommend the most? Okay. Endgame, I obviously am going to recommend blue. Always. In this video, you're probably going to hear me say that or, ask the same stupid questions, but it's because I want to make sure people understand what to do, because I made your same mistakes. Now, early game players, because you're probably watching, thinking you'll get to endgame in no time. Save your diamond eggs! Save your diamond eggs! I made that mistake. Save your diamond eggs! Don't use them, please. They take so long to get. I mean, you have to get 2,000 tickets, and you could be buying star treats for your gifted bees. But no, you're buying this or your event bees, and so yeah. And now, what event bees should you have in your hive as a blue hive? Now, the rest of this video pretty much is going to be about blue and red hives. White hives you can skip to around, like, I don't know how long this video is, probably last 5-6 minutes. But yeah, so blue hives, you're gonna want to have Cobalt Bee, Tabby Bee, Windy Bee. Sometimes you don't really need Digital Bee. It's not the best for blue hives. It really doesn't make a huge difference. And then you're gonna want Puppy Bee, and I'm pretty sure Festive Bee gifted. Now, red hives, you're going to obviously want the same bees, except you're going to want Crimson Bee instead of Cobalt Bee, and you don't need Cobalt Bee in your hive since you're a red hive, and it doesn't do anything gifted for it. Now, which one should you get gifted? Should you get both Crimson and Cobalt Bee gifted? It would be worth it if you have enough star treats and you have all your other bees gifted, but you should gift the one other hive's color, because they also give instant conversion for that color field. Now, what field should you be macroing in as a red hive? You should be macroing in pepper or strawberry. Now, which one do you make the most amount of strawberries out of and extracts? It would obviously be pepper. And now, fruits for these hives to be able to get your other bees gifted, or, how do you get your hive gifted, most people ask. You should always use fruits if you have everything crafted what you need. It's always, okay to use after you don't need them anymore. But I would recommend doing until gifted mythics, because if you have over, a trillion, it's not that bad to waste a few 100 billion on it. So, yeah. And now, what star amulet should you have at this level? Now, a lot of people have gold to diamond at, this. For some reason, still have gold. How do you get your amulets quick? I also struggle with this. How do I get my amulets? Do until gifted. Just do requirements. It only like 300 jellies per gifted bee. Now, where should you be macroing as a blue hive? Most people ask that. They're like bamboo, blue flower. There's so many blue fields. Should I be macroing in, like, stuff like that? Now, I don't know how many times I'm going to say this. Pine is the best macro field for blue, because it has the most amount of blue flowers and the least amount of any other color. It doesn't have any red. And now, so yeah. Now, white hives. And I mean, I don't know how to say this. I don't see why people go white early end game, but if you have Gummy Baller, amazing for you. It's so amazing, am I right? But look at me dead in my eyes and say you've never thought about going blue. Look at how cool I look. You know? But who knows? We all have our different preferences of the hive. I'm gonna sit down here, tell you, don't go white. For the love of the game, don't go white. Please, it's not good. It's really insane, you know, but there's no reason to go white early end game. But since you guys obviously want a tutorial, let me look this up. Now, you should always go for your mask first. I don't know what I gotta say. Mask first. Okay, now your mask is not as good as most masks. So you do need tiny masks to be able to get the coin scatter. And the passive is Gummy Morph, where you turn into Gummy Bear, obviously. And this is Coconut Haze, which is one of the passives in Goo Trail, or one of the other passives. This is one of the best boots, and these are the best boots. Every hive uses these boots. They're amazing. They're crazy. I would definitely get Gummy Boots instead of Cocoa Boots first if you can. But they're 100 million honey, so they're very expensive and kind of hard to get. I'm wondering, okay, now, when should I be getting my boots? When should I get my mask? Mask is the first item you should get. Bees. My balloon's deflating! Okay. What's it called? So, yeah, your first item you get in endgame should either be your mask or, if you're rich enough, Dag. But when should you be killing your coconut crab, you might be asking? Because it's very hard for people under-leveled. You should always have your Vicious be 1 level or 2 levels above your hive level. And so you can kill your Cocoa Crab at a level 9 Vicious Bee because it does around 5,000 damage per spike attack. It takes like 32 minutes, but it's definitely worth it to kill it the second you can kill Cocoa Crab. And it takes under 30 minutes because I think I kill mine in 9 minutes or 8 minutes now, or like 7 minutes, I don't remember. It takes like very little time. And you get a glitter and 2 star jellies each kill, I'm pretty sure. And you get 7 coconuts. And here's a little tip: if you get Grandmaster here, you might be wondering how to get Cocoa Bag and Cocoa Clog so fast. Okay, here's a tip: get Grandmaster in this field, or get Master in this field, or stuff like that. And then you can actually get 11 up to 11 coconuts on the thing. The collection thing, so that's 1 tropical drink each collection, which is 4 hours, and you get coconuts from it, and so like you can get like 50 coconuts every day just from that. And killing your Cocoa Crab, you get like 150 more, so it's definitely a good investment to do. And you always get stuff for Supreme Saturator, so it's even better. How many more badges do I need? I need 7 more badges. Oh my god, I haven't been working on the badges at all. But so yeah, you should always be working on that, and that's one thing that's really good, I would say. But yeah, there's a lot of badges I need to do. Just notice that. So that's pretty much all for this video. That's really all I got. And now the next video is gonna be boosting guides. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching.